Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Happy Sunday, and we're back. I know that we missed like the last, almost 2 weeks? Is that right? Like week and a half, 2 weeks? You guys, life has been lifing. There's just been so much going on, and so we have a lot to update you on and catch you up on, but not before breakfast and coffee. And not just breakfast and coffee for Sherry and I, but breakfast for this one as well. He has, ever since I woke up, he's been like, hey, how about food? Hey, how about food? Hey, how about food? So, let's go get you some food. Okay, come on, let's go. I know, it's a very exciting morning for you. And there we go. For coffee this morning, I decided I wanted a pour over. So, that is what I'm making. And then breakfast is a parfait. Got some granola, got some vanilla yogurt, got some strawberries, blueberries in there. And it is a little bit windy outside, but I just wanted to eat and drink my coffee outside today. And I want to show you guys, I think we told you the HOA was kind of doing our back outdoor area. So they've kind of been replacing it. We've got some tree there. We've got some more rocks and driftwood over there. It's looking really nice. And then they planted this is called like a fire bush or something like that. It will turn bright red in the fall. And then we've got some new plants there as well. It will be very nice to have this outdoor space finished and able just to sit out here and drink coffee and eat breakfast and just be outside. All right, my breakfast and coffee's done, but Sherri Beth is now awake upstairs, so I'm making her tea and breakfast. She did not want coffee. She's doing tea, and this is, it's called Nutcracker Blend. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It's from, what is it, Harney & Sons? It's a black tea with chocolate, almond, and hazelnut. This is actually the second tin of this that we've ordered. It's delicious. So, let that steep a few minutes, then we'll bring it up to Sherri. So for breakfast, Sherri Beth did not want parfait. She wanted toast. So, she's starting her day with tea and toast. Apparently, she is British today. You can see Captain America has all of his toys everywhere. This is a new toy we got him. But the big news is actually this monstrosity that now lives in our living room. I'm not sure it's going to stay there, but it's there for now. Here's the thing. He has been climbing. Yeah, everything. In fact, we had to like put up these like things that block him because he was jumping up on here, crawling here, getting up here. He literally like pulled one of my plants down, broke the vase. It was all over the floor. He's been pushing books off of shelves. Just an absolute like chaos tornado. And so we're trying to like give him his own things to climb on and scratch and play on that are not ours. So we bought this yesterday and assembled it. So far, he doesn't seem to be a huge fan of it. Like, he's been up there a couple times, but I'd rather him destroy this than our stuff. All right, so let's talk about where we've been the last week and a half or so. Last time you guys saw me, I was in Wisconsin. I had hoped to get a second Wisconsin vlog out, and I actually started filming it. I got probably like half of a vlog filmed, and then the rest of the trip just went differently than expected, so did not post that. And then honestly, it came home and it has just been, we've just been so busy. Life's been crazy. I'm looking over at Sherri Beth. It's just been absolutely nonstop, and so we just didn't have time to pick up the camera. In fact, this next week is not going to be any different. This next week actually might be even busier. So wanted to vlog this weekend while we had time. But next weekend, I'm doing something very fun. I'm not going to tell you about it now. I'm going to tell you about it later. It's something that Sherri forced me to do. Against my will. Well, not against my will, but she definitely forced me to do it. And I'll tell you all about it a little bit later in the vlog. You guys, this is a big moment. Captain America has climbed almost all the way to the top of his little kitty tower.
Without us putting him up there.
He's been up there when we've put him up there, but this is the first time that he's like climbed all the way up on his own. All right, I want to show you guys. The HOA came and finished this. They put all new mulch down I think it looks amazing. You can see we've got our little bench over there. Heck yeah. I love how that looks. So I think first time you guys are getting to see Sherri Beth.
Hi.
We are leaving the house for the first time. It is almost 1:30 and we've got some errands to run.
Yeah.
We loaded up the back of the Jeep with trash from in the house, like the big box from Captain's, like cat tower, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna drop that off at the dumpster. We have a gigantic bag of stuff for charity.
Yes.
It is like a huge duffel bag that is packed.
Yes.
We're gonna drop that off at Goodwill. Then we're going to the Diamond Center, which is like one of our local malls, for a few reasons. Number one, I need new jeans from Old Navy. These are developing holes in them, not just in the knees, but in the nether regions as well. That's a dangerous game to play. They're also kind of big and they're falling off my butt, even though I don't even have a butt. So I need to buy probably a pair or a size smaller jeans. Also, we learned, I think yesterday, I saw on social media that our Claire's and icing are closing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is like a national thing. I don't know if the brand is like going bankrupt or if it's just they're closing the Anchorage stores. But that's kind of sad.
That makes me sad. I love Claire's and icing, and so I'm hoping they have good sales, and then I can just buy a bunch of cute jewelries.
It is funny though, because when I think of Claire's and icing, I think of like 13-year-old girls.
And me.
And Sherri. That's basically, it's so funny. Every time we go by a Claire's, she wants to stop, and I'm like, are you, really?
I love Claire's.
Yeah, I know you do. It's just, it's a curveball.
Yeah.
So hopefully if they're closing, they have good sales, we can stock up.
I hope so.
All right, so let's go throw trash away, drop stuff off at charity, go to the mall.
Yeah.
Time to drop off our charity stuff, and Sherri just pointed out, apparently it is summer cleaning time for everybody because there's a line to drop off donations. What the heck? We have made it to the mall. Let shopping commence. It is the time of year when Spirit Halloween takes over every vacant mall spot in the world. Claire's store closing. Let's go see what Sherri can find. Oh gosh, she found Halloween earrings. I mean, we are heading into that season. Might as well buy them on clearance. Apparently word has gotten out that Claire's is closing because the store is super busy. So apparently the way the sale here works is that the more items you buy, the higher the discount. So if you buy 10 or more items, everything's 50% off. If you buy 5 or more items, it's only 40% off. All right, Sherri is in line in Claire's. I am waiting outside. I think she found several things. All right, Sherri Beth, was that a good stop? You got some good things? All right, next stop, we're gonna go across to Foot Locker because Sherri's also looking for shoes. Okay, well, we completely forgot that school starts tomorrow and it is back to school shopping. Old Navy was insane. All right, next stop, we are actually at Zoomies because they have like all of this 50% off shoes. And they got more even over here. Sherri did find those. Look at how fun those are. She already bought a pair of Chuck Taylors at Journeys. Now, looking at Zoomies. All right, we found these in Sherri's size. They're Converse. Very cool color. You can see she is lacing them up right now. Well, we went in there for shoes for Sherri. Left with a pair of Nikes for me. $30. Cannot beat that. Now we are hungry for lunch. Olive Garden is what it's gonna be. All right, so we just sat down. How many of you guys know that Sherri used to work at the Olive Garden in college? Is that right?
Yep.
All right, we are leaving the Diamond Center. Lunch is done. Lunch was good.
Lunch was good.
I got the soup, salad, and breadstick, which is what, like...
You always get.
I was gonna say 99% of the time, I get that.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of the very best things. You went classic.
Spaghettis and meatballs.
Amazing. As we were leaving the mall, we got to meet some viewers from Fairbanks.
Yeah.
So that was very fun. We always love when you guys say hello. It was actually really cute. It was a mom, 2 daughters, and maybe like grandma. And the mom was like, hi, we watch you on YouTube. And they're not their youngest, but one of the daughters, Ella. She said, Ella recognized you, and then she goes,
Give me the eyes.
She gave me the eyes. I thought that was really funny. We love meeting you guys in public, so thank you for saying hello. Now, we're gonna continue shopping. We have one more stop. We're gonna go to Nordstrom Rack. We're trying to get more shoes for Sherri.
Yeah.
So we figured Nordstrom Rack would be a good option.
Cute shoes for me.
Cute shoes for Sherri.
Yeah.
The sun has now come out.
Yes, it is.
Which feels amazing.
Yeah.
So let's go one more store for shopping, then home to see if our cat destroyed the house. We are at Nordstrom Rack. Sherri found a pair of high top Chuck Taylors that have a little bit of like a platform to them.
Yeah.
Sherri, how do you feel about them?
I kind of love them, but they're kind of expensive.
They're $60. $60 for new shoes is not kind of expensive.
It is to me.
You're worth it. All right, we're back home. And confession, it's actually been a couple of hours. I took a nap. Captain America took a nap. Sherri did some reading. Now we are just settling in for the night. So I want to tell you guys about what is coming up next weekend. I'm very excited about this. This is something that I am not very good at. In fact, Sherri yelled at me for how many days?
I don't know.
Many days. I'd say solid 4 or 5 days. Sherri yelled at me trying to get me to do this, and finally I did it. So things have been crazy lately, and I think Sherri recognizes that. And I don't do a good job. So I am an Enneagram 2. We've talked about this before. Enneagram 2s are the helper. I love caring for people around me. I love making sure that like everybody around me has everything they need. I genuinely love that. But I'm pretty terrible at doing things for myself.
Pretty terrible?
What's that?
Pretty terrible?
Yeah, pretty terrible doing things for myself. And so there's a concert that I want to go see next weekend in Seattle. One of my favorite bands of all time is the Lumineers. I've never seen them in concert. I've always wanted to see them in concert. They're there in Seattle. And so Sherri was like, go, book a ticket, go, make it happen, go. But like, I have a million excuses why.
Have you booked your ticket yet? Hey, how's that ticket booking going?
Sherri would ask me, she's like, hey, have you booked it yet? Have you booked it yet? Are you going yet? Are you going yet? There are a million excuses I came up with in my head why I should not do this. But I'm going. I booked my plane ticket, booked my concert ticket. It's going to be a crazy trip. So I'm going by myself. I'm speaking at an event here in Anchorage on Friday at like lunchtime. I have a flight out of Anchorage at 2:20 p.m. So I'm literally going to finish speaking and go right to the airport. I'm only bringing a carry-on, so I'm not checking a bag. Going right to the airport, flying to Seattle. I get to Seattle at 6:50 p.m. on Friday night. There's a Seahawks preseason game against the Chiefs that starts at 7 p.m. I'm going to, I have season tickets, so I have tickets to the game already. And so I'm going to go right downtown to my hotel. A friend of mine who works at a hotel in Seattle was able to hook me up with that. With just like an amazing rate. So I'm going to stay at a hotel in downtown Seattle. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to drop off my bag, throw on Seahawks stuff real quick, walk over to the stadium, and hopefully, fingers crossed, catch like the second half of the game. My hope is to be there right around halftime, or at least catch maybe just like the fourth quarter. Just want to be able to go in, sit in my season ticket seats, have like some garlic fries, and just enjoy a little bit of a Seahawks game. And then I have Saturday in Seattle. The Lumineers concert is Saturday night. I got a ticket for that, so I cannot wait. I genuinely can't believe I'm going to see them in concert. And then I fly home Sunday evening. So, weekend in Seattle by myself next weekend. I'm actually really looking forward to it. So Sherri and I travel very different. We're just a different like pace kind of thing. And when I travel with Sherri, my focus is ensuring that Sherri is having a good time. That we're like, you know what I mean? That she has everything she needs.
Because you're a 2.
Because I'm an Enneagram 2. And so this trip, like, I'm like, wait, what do you mean I can just do whatever I want? I'm like, I was even thinking about that earlier today. I was like, wait, what am I going to do? Because I spend all of my time focused on what others want. And so I'm going to just be able to do what I want. And I don't even know what that is. I literally have no idea. So it's going to be fun. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm proud of you. I
almost felt like if I don't book this ticket, I was afraid that Sherri might smother me in my sleep.
Even your brother called and yelled at you.
My mom was like, you need to go. You need to go do this. So I have good women in my life who encourage me to do things for myself. I did ask Sherri if she wanted to go, but it's shockingly a whirlwind trip to Seattle for football and a concert with thousands and thousands of people was not up her alley. I don't think either of us are shocked by that. So going to Seattle next weekend, and I absolutely cannot wait. If you're going to be at the Lumineers concert, let me know in the comments below. It's at T-Mobile Park where the Mariners play, so very excited about that. Trying to think of other big things we have coming up in our life. Captain America is getting his little macadamia nuts removed. That's the most family-friendly way I can say that on YouTube. Here in couple of weeks. So,
3 weeks.
What's that?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
End of this month.
So we are thinking that may change some of his demeanor, which we're hopeful for, right? That we've heard a lot of times that cats will calm down after that, so we'll see if that happens. And then, of course, we have Mexico coming up next month.
No, sir.
He gets yelled at a lot. And if you guys heard that show, it's Sherri yelling at Captain America. So anyway, there's the update on us. I have a really crazy week of work this week. I think it has the potential to be really, really heavy. So trying to prepare mentally for that this week or this weekend as I head into the week. So I don't know how many vlogs we will get out this week. Oh boy, Captain America got snapped at and then Sherri almost got out of her chair. Anyway, so I don't know how many vlogs we'll have out this week. It just depends on how the week goes. Sherri attached one of his little, they're like little worms.
We call them little worms.
Little wormies. She attached one of them to the top of his tower. I think that was a success, Sherri. Except now I feel like all night long, we're just gonna hear the little bell.
Well, that's true.
Buddy,
Are you stuck?
Are you stuck? His paw is stuck on it. You guys see that? Okay. As we start approaching the end of the weekend, I am putting together our menu for dinners this week. It's gonna be a pretty simple week. We already have everything for it. Monday night, tomorrow night, we're doing burger bowls. Tuesday night, we have dinner with friends. So we will need to bring something for that, but we're not doing like a dinner here. Wednesday, we're doing a chicken pot pie bake. I'm actually excited about that. We've never made it before, but it looks really good. And then on Thursday will be reindeer sausage and veggie, like a one-pan meal or like a sheet pan meal. And then Friday, Sherri's gonna be on her own because I will be on my way to Seattle. So my guess is that she will DoorDash sushi or something like that. Dishwasher is clean. Oh, actually, you know what, you guys? Maybe some of you can help us. We are having an issue with our cat batting his toys under the stove.
We found 8 springs.
We found 8.
And Adam's AirPods.
Yeah, we did find 8 springs and my AirPods under the stove, thanks to Captain America. We've been trying to figure out what a good solution is. Do any of you have any under the stove, like, blockers or hacks that maybe have worked for you? Let us know in the comments below, because we're kind of tired of having to pull out the stove to find all sorts of stuff. Anyway, what I was going to do is empty the dishwasher. These are all clean, so I'm going to get this emptied. We don't have a ton of dishes out. We just have like a few things, and I'd like to end the weekend with a clean kitchen. So I'm going to empty this real quick. Sure, Beth, you were about to head to bed soon?
Yeah.
I'm going to step and do a few more things. So the vlog is not quite yet over, but before Sherri went to bed, I wanted to ask her your weekend was.
It was okay. I wasn't feeling awesome.
Yeah.
So I spent most of it resting yesterday. Today was good.
Yeah.
We got a lot done, I think.
Which felt nice.
I was shopping.
Yeah. So we talked, sorry, Captain America is squeaking.
Squeaking.
It's about time for his second can of food, and he's making sure we don't forget.
Right.
So we talked earlier about me leaving next week. How do you feel with, and this was unplanned, I had already had my trip booked when you guys, many of you will have already heard the announcement, Alaska is going to be in the world's focus this next week because of the big meeting that is happening here in Alaska. I'm not even going to go into the details. Most of you will already know. I am leaving the day that meeting happens here in Alaska. How do you feel about being here, what with the world's media descending on our state?
I mean...
Are you gonna leave the house?
Probably not. I work from home on Fridays.
They haven't announced where the meeting is. We have a hunch about where it is, but we will see. Oh my God, can you guys hear him?
Baby, we won't forget.
I might forget intentionally. Anyway, as the world looks to Alaska, I will be leaving, and Sherri will be hunkering down in our living room, avoiding every possible thing.
Hiding from the media.
Hiding from everything.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to bed?
Yeah.
So, you guys, say goodnight to Sherri. You're stuck with me for the rest of the vlog. Okay, well, me and this guy. Me and you. What do you think, buddy? You don't care about me at all. He is for sure a mama's boy. Like, he is totally indifferent to me for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but look at all of like the scratches on your hands. You're okay.
Well, that's because he eats me.
No, I know. He loves you, and also he treats you the worst.
That's true.
Look at that face. You
look
like a little jerk.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're gonna cut off your macadamia nuts. Whoa! You, Captain America?
Be nice to your mommy.
I will punt you across the house if you hurt my wife. Just one big boot to the face. What do you think, buddy? One big boot to the face. All right, now that the dishwasher is loaded, I am actually going to clean the sink. This is something some of you will remember I was trying to do fairly frequently. Why are you on the counter? Nope, that is not where cats go, so you're gonna go right back down there. I was trying to do this like fairly regularly just because like there's something that is so satisfying about a clean sink. I can't explain it, but I've just been so busy lately. I've kind of just like stopped doing this. And so I figured that today, since it's Sunday, buddy, we hear you. Since it's Sunday, start of a new week, I figured, you know what? Let's get the sink clean so we're starting the week all nice. It does feel good. There we go. I feel so much better about that. I know it's one of those things that doesn't make a huge difference, but I don't know. There's just something, we know. There's just something about it that feels, I don't know, makes the kitchen feel more complete. Now, I'm gonna mop. I just swept all around here, and I'm going to mop the dining area and the kitchen. We got a new Swiffer, like just one of these. So I'm gonna take it out for a test drive. We have one of those weird spaces that when you mop over here, then you kind of have to mop here. And basically what you do is you have to like mop yourself out of like the kitchen and sort of up the stairs and then let it dry. So I did over there. Now I'm gonna do there, and then I'm just gonna clean myself back up the stairs. All right, friends, that is where I'm gonna end the vlog. The house feels ready for a new week, which, I don't know, I think you guys some of you are like me, whereas if the house feels ready for a new week, helps me feel ready for a new week. All of our laundry is done, dishes are done, kitchen is clean, like house is picked up. I feel really good about that. Again, I think this is gonna be a busy week, and so it's nice going into the week, just like feeling prepared. Don't know, again, if we're gonna get other videos out this week. We will certainly try to, but yeah, just a lot going on this week. Friends, we love you so much. I will be vlogging next weekend in Seattle, though, on my solo trip. My gosh, I've done a lot of work travel, but it's been a while since I've done a solo trip by myself that is just like for pleasure. So I'm really looking forward to that. You guys, we love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for all of your support. Thanks for just being the most amazing community on YouTube. You guys, we love you so much. We will see you on the next LeggLife video.